As autumn rolls in, there's something truly magical about transforming your tiny home into a rustic fall retreat. Even with limited square footage, you can infuse warmth, texture, and nostalgic charm into every corner. The rustic fall aesthetic thrives on simplicity. Think natural materials, earthy tones, and cozy layers. In this guide, we'll explore how to make even the smallest home feel like a snug woodland cabin filled with pumpkin spice dreams and golden autumn hues. The heart of rustic fall decorating lies in its earthy color palette. Rich tones like burnt orange, mustard yellow, deep rust, and warm brown create a welcoming atmosphere. In small spaces, balance is key. Use neutral backdrops like cream or soft gray to keep the room open and airy. A few accents in autumn hues, a plaid throw, amber glass vase, or terracotta cushion add just the right amount of seasonal warmth without overwhelming your space. Rustic Decor celebrates the beauty of nature, making organic materials a must. Opt for reclaimed wood, woven jute, linen, and raw cotton to bring texture into your tiny home. A wooden tray on the coffee table or a rattan basket for extra throws instantly infuses natural charm. Mixing materials adds depth, giving your space that handcrafted, down-to-earth feeling typical of cozy countryside cottages. When daylight shortens, lighting becomes the heartbeat of your home. In small spaces, avoid harsh overhead lights and embrace soft, layered illumination. Warm-toned bulbs, string lights, and candles can cast a golden glow reminiscent of fall sunsets. Add a rustic lantern or a mason jar candle holder for an intimate touch that evokes crisp evenings spent fireside under a wool blanket. Every inch counts in a tiny home, and even the smallest nook can radiate seasonal charm. Consider turning a corner shelf into a fall vignette, a small pumpkin, a sprig of dried wheat, and a tiny framed autumn quote. These subtle touches make your home feel intentional and festive without cluttering the space. Remember, in small living, less truly becomes more. Your home's aroma can transport you straight to the heart of autumn. Scents like cinnamon, apple, vanilla, and clove evoke cozy memories of baking pies and sipping cider. Opt for soy candles, essential oil diffusers, or dried orange garlands for natural fragrance. The right scent can make your rustic fall space feel even more immersive, wrapping you in a comforting sensory experience. As temperatures drop, layers of cozy fabrics become essential. Soft flannel throws, chunky knit blankets, and plush cushions not only add comfort but also visual warmth. In a tiny home, draping a blanket over a chair or layering textures on the bed creates instant coziness. Stick to a palette that complements your rustic theme: muted oranges, warm browns, and creamy whites for balance. Walls play a big role in defining the mood of your small home. Instead of crowding them, choose one or two meaningful pieces: a handmade wooden sign, a dried flower wreath, or a vintage-inspired mirror with a distressed frame. These touches evoke nostalgia and craftsmanship. Even a simple garland made from pine cones or burlap can become a statement in your fall decor story. Step outside and let nature inspire your decorating choices. Fallen leaves, acorns, twigs, and pine cones make beautiful, free decor. Fill a small bowl with acorns, display dried corn stalks in a vase, or arrange colorful leaves in a rustic frame. Nature's imperfections add character, reminding you that rustic beauty lies in the raw, the aged, and the handmade. Even if your dining space is just a breakfast nook, you can still celebrate the season. Use a simple linen runner, wooden chargers, and a few mini pumpkins to create a charming fall tablescape. Add amber glassware or a bundle of dried wheat as a centerpiece. A rustic, well-thought-out table transforms even everyday meals into cozy seasonal experiences. The kitchen often becomes the heart of the home during fall. Hang copper pans, use wooden cutting boards as decor, and display jars of dried herbs for a homely, rustic look. Keep counters minimal but warm, perhaps a bowl of fresh apples or a ceramic crock holding wooden spoons. The combination of utility and charm makes your kitchen feel authentically welcoming. Your entryway sets the tone for your home's seasonal story. A small woven rug in autumn tones, a rustic bench, or a basket of dried flowers can instantly make guests feel at home. Even a simple wreath crafted from twigs and berries can make a big statement in a tiny space. It's all about setting that warm, welcoming vibe right at the door. In a compact bedroom, focus on tactile comfort and serenity. Layer your bedding with soft flannel sheets, a neutral quilt, and a plaid accent pillow. Introduce warm wood tones through a bedside table or lamp base. Soft lighting and a few dried flowers in a jar create a calming retreat, perfect for crisp autumn nights spent reading under the covers. Even your bathroom can embrace the fall spirit. Replace bright summer towels with ones in warm, earthy shades. Add a wooden tray with candles or a small vase of dried lavender. Swap plastic accessories for wicker baskets or ceramic jars. These small updates create a rustic, spa-like atmosphere that ties your entire home together with seasonal consistency. Mini pumpkins are fall's simplest and most versatile decor item. Place them on shelves, windowsills, or tabletops to add instant seasonal cheer. Choose a mix of colors, white, orange, and soft green, to blend seamlessly with your rustic palette. Their organic shapes add whimsy and remind us that sometimes the smallest details make the biggest difference. Personalize your fall decor with DIY projects that embrace the handmade spirit. Try crafting a burlap banner, painting with slices with fall motifs, or tying cinnamon sticks with twine for rustic bundles. These easy, low-cost ideas make your home uniquely yours while celebrating the imperfections that make handmade decor so charming. Rustic charm often comes from items with a story. Visit thrift stores or flea markets for treasures like old lanterns, weathered crates, or vintage textiles. Incorporate these into your decor to add authenticity and depth. A vintage pitcher filled with dried flowers or a reclaimed window frame turned wall art gives your home that time-worn, nostalgic feeling. When decorating a tiny home, maintaining a sense of flow is crucial. Choose pieces that complement each other without competing for attention. Keep pathways open, use multifunctional furniture, and ensure your color scheme remains cohesive. A small home should feel like one continuous story, each room an inviting chapter in your cozy autumn retreat. Even in fall, greenery has a place in your rustic decor. Opt for muted, dusty foliage like eucalyptus, olive branches, or dried ferns instead of bright summer plants. These add life without overpowering your palette. Display them in mason jars, ceramic pots, or aged terracotta vases to keep your look grounded in rustic simplicity. If you don't have a fireplace, mimic its comforting glow with clusters of candles in varying heights. Place them on wooden trays or inside lanterns for that rustic ambience. The flickering light instantly adds intimacy and calm, turning chilly fall evenings into cozy, heartwarming moments that define the rustic home experience. Artwork can beautifully capture the essence of the season. Choose pieces with fall landscapes, botanical prints, or sepia-toned photography. In tiny homes, smaller frames or canvas pieces work best. Try leaning art against walls instead of hanging to save space and create a casual, lived-in charm that suits the rustic aesthetic perfectly. Rustic decorating in a tiny home means finding beauty in functionality. A wooden stool can double as a side table, a woven basket as storage and decor. When each piece has purpose and warmth, clutter disappears. Aim for intentional coziness. Every object should tell a story while serving your daily needs. As autumn settles in, your tiny home can become a peaceful sanctuary of warmth and simplicity. With rustic textures, natural elements, and mindful decorating, even the smallest spaces can feel rich with seasonal comfort. Warm and simple rustic fall decorating for tiny homes isn't about perfection, it's about creating a haven where the scent of cinnamon, the glow of candlelight, and the beauty of nature remind you what cozy living truly means.